Today we're going to go through the games of Pau, who's currently sitting at rank 2 with about 2,360 MMR. The Axie zone stats a little bit bugged, but the team that he's using is quite unique. I haven't seen this plant played on the front lane, and then he's running a bug with cottontail and a backdoor bird with aqua parts on the eyes and ears as well. So something that I haven't seen, and let's jump into game number 1. In game number 1, Pau is playing versus none other than Triple Lunge team, so let's see how he can do. Round 1, going for a cottontail. Not a big fan of that because of the Goda pressure as well as the rice that the opponent had ready. Not sure why he didn't play it. Could have got some energy there, but Pau should be able to take the kill right here. 119, not quite enough. Now the opponent goes for a rice and a sandal. A little bit too late, not able to steal that energy, and the front lane of his opponent is dead without being able to use that energy or the cards that he had queued up. So 3 energy essentially wasted. Now it's time to save up and try to make a comeback right here. We see the Goda, we see the lunge. 1 energy from Pau gets destroyed, and the bonus damage from lunge comes through. 152 damage, an insane amount, and then the double cottontail as well. He does have a sandal in the mid lane, so that bug might be falling down. We'll see how much damage that does. 169 is the number. Lunge misses. We see another lunge come through. Then bug goes down to 182, but the mosquito should be able to heal him back to a healthy amount where the opponent won't really be able to kill him, especially with the eggshell coming through as well. Double eggshell gets a critical strike. The bird will not die because of the bug damage, so only 97 coming from the scarab, putting it down to 148, and the opponent decides to surrender as he is feared, so he would have to waste the cottontail. And with the damage cards that he has, there's no way that he's breaking through this bug. Game number 2, Pau is facing versus a quite simple team. Backlane Shrimp with a beast that has Goda, Cottontail, Imp and Ronin, so we'll see how that goes. Round 2, a full Shrimp combo. The bird loses 2 cards, not the worst of deals, as he is sitting on 8 energy, so we'll see whether he can make something happen out of that. Not opting to go for the turnip and the cactuses. Good call, because the opponent does waste a pumpkin and a rosa. So we'll see where that takes him. We now see a double turnip and a double cactus. Is that enough to take the kill right here? I believe it should be. And the opponent yet again using that pumpkin and the rosa. Oh, it's left on 6 health. That is terrible. That is tragic. Oh god, we see the sticky goo. He has to play it, because if he doesn't play it, he might be dying to the shrimp that's coming forwards. Now Pau doesn't really have any cards to play with. He did get the Kataro, and he's sitting on a healthy amount of energy, but unfortunately that is not enough to be winning this game. We see the Aranda coming through, we see the double Ronin for the energy, and the bug doesn't stand a chance versus an Aqua and versus a beast that has what, 6-7 energy. There's just a ridiculous amount. We see the double piranha and the blue moon coming through. 162 damage, hitting a bug. The imp doesn't quite finish it off, so he's gonna be able to heal that back up. 94, get a kill on that beast. But 1v1 scenario versus an Aqua that doesn't have a heal, or it doesn't have a 0 cost. I think he's still fine. We can see the Arandas coming through, and the bug is as good as dead. Maybe if he killed that plant the round before, he would have been able to take this game down, but that's not the case, and Pau loses game number 2. Now game number 3, Pau is running versus a jumping poison. Now we see the Garish on the back making a little bit of a comeback. We have seen many variations of the poison team. We have seen a Scarab, we have seen the Bone Sails, and now it is time for the garish worm to shine. Double yam, little bit of an overcommitment. I'm not a fan of double yam. I think you lose a lot of pressure playing both of the yams in one sequence, especially when your opponent has to play front to back. So you can see that bug could have been inflicted with a poison stack if he did have that yam at hand, or at least he would have had the pressure to be able to do that. Now 4 poison stacks on the front lane, 2 on the mid lane might not be enough because the mid lane bug does have a heal. Critical strike from the blackmail will certainly not help, and we see the opponent of Pau going for the back lane attack. Not deciding to use the garish, which is actually a good choice, because if you garish that bird, he can return the favor using blackmail. So we'll see what the poison team can make of this. I don't think this is winnable, simply because of the mosquito bite that is healing the bug for about 100 damage every single time that he tries to attack it. 180 health all the way to 344 with a critical strike from the mosquito bite. I mean, that is just a nail in the coffin, right? Going for the garish, going for the Cerastus just to put up a little bit of shield. We can see that the caterpillar will go through to put a fear, and now the venom spray. Actually, no, he doesn't decide to use the venom spray. He goes for it second, which makes sense. Add that extra poison stack, but you can see that even with 4 cards, the Dusk cannot break the shield of Pau's bug. And you can see the real power of this bug working its magic with the mosquito bite. 5 poison stacks, doesn't really care. 6 poison stack, not gonna bother, as he will take the game down with the mosquito bites and the caterpillars eventually. Or you can go into a blood moon and he will win that way too. 220 shield on that bug is an insane amount. You can see the caterpillars coming through, 25 health, and the Dusk does fall down. So let's jump into the marketplace and see how much this team costs if you want to pick it up for yourself. So right on the front lane we have something unique, and I think the Kotaro on the front lane is actually not a bad idea because of the amount of Dusks that we see, right? You see a lot of beach Dusks, you see a lot of caterpillar bugs on the front lane, so having that Kotaro might be a good choice. The turnip to clear out any plants, or any birds rather, on the back lane, and we can see right here $135, not the worst, because the price jumps to 330 for a virgin, so getting this one might not be the worst of choices or price decisions at this point. In the mid lane we have a cottontail bug sitting with a sticky goo, what is it, sticky goo, and then we have the mosquito bite and a caterpillar for that damage, as well as the utility, and that is $200 if you want to pick it up with an aqua part. If you want to go for a pure one, that's 206. I'm not sure what the best combination of eyes and ears is. It might just be a reptile ones so that you get maximum HP, might be aqua ones so that you are a little bit quicker. Not really sure on that one. And on the back lane we have the Toothless. Not sure why he's going for the aqua eyes and ears. It might be because of the budget reasons, but he does have the Toothless, the hair, eggshell, as well as blackmail in there. Oh, come on, we have to go to classic. Blackmail pigeon post. It no longer deletes the parts, so that's good. And let's see what this brings us. Do we have one that's similar here? Probably not. Let's jump into the speed being 57. And that is going to cost you $75 for the bird parts, which I think is a better choice because you are on lower health, so that if you run into a bird with similar health, you can actually be quicker. So not the most expensive team. I mean, the bug on the mid lane is relatively expensive, but what can you really do? Let me guys know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this team? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playthrough content, and I will see you in the next one.